Troubling is how one former Ellis County official describes the sexual assault allegations against 6 volunteer firefighters, many of whom are now charged with aggravated sexual assault. Fox 4's Sean Rabb is in Ellis County right now with the latest. Sean spoke off camera with the victim's family today. Sean, what's going on?
Yeah, let's start right there, Steve. The victim's family, mother and brother, first of all told me that they appreciated our coverage, that they want to talk, the victim wants to talk, but right now the Texas Rangers have asked them not to make any comments as this investigation is continuing. I can tell you from the Rangers today, there were no new developments, no new arrests. All of those who've been arrested have now bonded out of jail. It's been very difficult to talk with current officials who are on the board that oversees Emergency Service District 6 here in Waxahachie, Ellis County, where this volunteer fire department covers, that area that it covers. I did speak, though, with the past president of that board who held that post for 2 years, and like other reasonable people, he just can't believe this has happened.
And the more I've thought about it over the last, 24 hours or so, obviously actually been pretty angry about it and outraged.
Richard Rozier left his post as president of the board that oversees the Emergency Services District 6 Volunteer Fire Department in December. A department now in an aggravated sexual assault firestorm.
Just to think that a young man went to offer his services to our community and was abused in this way is really troubling.
28-year-old Alec Chase Miller, 23-year-old Brittany Leanne Parton, 30-year-old Casey Joe Stafford, 19-year-old Blake Gerald Tucker, 26-year-old Keith Edward Wazakowski, and 19-year-old Preston Thomas Payrot, all arrested. The 5 men allegedly held down and sodomized a volunteer firefighter recruit inside the firehouse in January. Brittany Parton, the arrest affidavit says, recorded the horrible act, all reportedly laughing on that recording.
In the 2 years I was on the board, there were no indications that anything like that was ever taking place.
A former volunteer firefighter we spoke with by phone today tells us there was hazing and ridicule and embarrassment inside the firehouse, but nothing like what the victim, identified as John Doe in court papers, told investigators.
There's probably going to be some changes and some replacements made, and I think that's probably appropriate.
Rozier says the trust and brotherhood that's part of all firefighters has been broken in a disgusting way.
It's just disappointing.
And what we understand is that some of the current board members that are, again, oversee this volunteer fire department, ESD 6, are meeting with an attorney to decide and discuss what their next move is and what they should say publicly. Certainly everyone wants to hear from the body that oversees this volunteer fire department. Remember, Steve, it's a separate entity from the county government here in Ellis County, kind of their own little business, separate and apart from the county.
Got it. You gave the names and the ages of the suspects involved here. I haven't heard the age of the recruit, the alleged victim here. Did you ask the family that?
Yeah, he's 19 or 20, very young man who had aspirations of not only being a volunteer firefighter, but hopefully becoming a firefighter, full-fledged firefighter at some point. We went to the chief's house today, the chief over this volunteer fire department, Gavin Sutterfield. We were told at the door that he wasn't home, and then we were told to get off the property. Clearly, folk are troubled by this. Maybe their lack of comment, Steve, is because they don't know what to say right now.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Sean Rabb. Thank you.